determine your rate?
You set it and you don't freaking move from it. That is something that I struggled with very early in my career, where a director would under budget me like crazy. And that's, where I'm really happy to see a lot of producers and directors and stuff here, because I think that is where a lot of directors and producers mess up in the very beginning stages, is they come up with a creative with a budget in mind already, and they don't okay it with me. And then I'm expected to make something amazing happen for not enough money. So the best is when a director will come to me and be like, hey, how much does this cost? When directors come to me with an amount of money and a creative in mind, a lot of times I'm like, okay, you've got to cut this. This is impossible. Is this more important, or is this more important? And those are never fun conversations to have. In the very beginning of my career, when I was trying to prove myself and I was trying to make a name for myself in the industry, I was taking any budget. The curse of the all-in budget, which we get often. People will say, hey, we've got $5,000 all in. You've got to do this creative in this amount. And what I used to do was budget out the creative and then see what was left for me and my team. I don't do that anymore. I set the rates for my team first. I said, okay, so what you have actually done by giving me an all-in budget is you've set your own budget. This is what my team costs to get this done. And this is what you have left over. And this is what I can do with that money. The biggest thing is this industry is so hard to get into. It is so hard to make a name for yourself. And there's so many hungry people out there that will do it for $100 a day, for $250 a day. And a lot of directors and producers will try and make you feel like, well, fine. Like if you're going to cost this much, then I'll hire someone for cheaper. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And then you'll see the difference in the final creative and what this looks like. The amount of times I was just saying, I've sent out set design, concepts, like entire drawings and breakdowns and everything. And they're like, oh, this is a little expensive. We're going to put a pin in it. We'll do it later. And then 3 months later on YouTube, I see some, crappy student version, uploaded. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it's McDonald's versus caviar, at that point. It's like, what if you want to pay for it to look good, then you got to pay for it to look good. If you don't have that budget, that's fine, but work with me on it. That's why I sit there and I'm like, this is the money that you have available, and then we can go from there. But for my experience and for the time and the sweat and the effort and the tears, which there are lots of them, that I put into this job, this is what my time is worth now. And if you would like to pay that, great. If not, here is a multitude of other people in this industry that I know that could, get this done. But if you want my work with my roster and my name on this, and this is how much it costs. You just got to stick to your guns, because people will take advantage of you because they know you're hungry. Learn as much as you can and start small. I came into this industry flaming hot. And I decided I was in charge, and I decided I knew everything and didn't listen to anyone, and I pissed a lot of people off. I think about the ways that I handled certain situations back when I first came into the industry, and I want to curl up into a little ball. It's just, you gotta be humble in the beginning, and you've got to understand that you're coming into this not knowing what you're doing. And then, not only that, but put yourself in the room with people that are where you want to be. And it's sometimes hard to do, but send out DMs. I mean, I met Rada in a park, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of doing this fun thing, help me drink this Prosecco. We ended up talking about work, and she was like, that sounds really interesting. Can I come work for you? And I was like, hell yeah. And she came on set, and she was friggin' amazing with zero experience. And one thing that I tell every single person I hire, and Rada, remember when I told you this, the only thing I cannot teach is work ethic. Everything else is 100% teachable. If you come on set and you're wanting the clout and the Instagram videos and all that stuff, this isn't your vibe. You need to come on set. You want to work. You want to provide a service, because unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. We are providing a service. And yeah, I get to put my name on it, and I get to, get pictures with, famous people and, working and doing cool stuff. And yes, that is a large part of the job, but you got to come on set just ready to kind of lay it out on the table and ask questions, and that was, again, when Rada was on her first set, one of the main things my girls, which major art department, they were on set without me. I was doing something else at the time. They said one of the best things about her is that she asked questions. That she, if you ever feel like you don't know how to do something, it's better that you don't just try and do it. I respect the hustle, but you're going to break something or you're going to hurt yourself, and then I'm going to get mad. So it's just, the best thing is you ask questions, you ask for clarification. No one in this industry that wants to teach you is going to get mad about you mad at you for asking questions. So just reach out to people on Instagram. I mean, you never know. I mean, worst case scenario, they don't respond, or they say, no, I'm not looking for help right now. I mean, best case scenario, they're like, yeah, come on, let's go, So just I'd say put yourself out there as much as you can and kind of run it that way.